Married with Channels podcast. A married couple talking about TV shows and movies. I'm Moose.
I'm Jody.
And here we are.
Yep.
Getting into some Ted Lasso in a little bit. Right now, we will begin with a mention of Honey, sponsor of the show. Go to joinhoney.com/married and download that free plugin to help you save money while shopping online. Yay! But we begin with the show-wise anyway. What We Do in the Shadows, Season 3.
Yep.
This is one of our favorite shows.
Yes, I love this show.
For those who don't know what it is, you know, some vampires. They're kind of goofballs, yet they think they're, you know, real vicious vampires.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. And hilarity ensues based off the Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement show. Movie. Yeah. It was a movie, actually, a mockumentary style. I think we've explained this before, but there you go. There's your 10-second recap of what the show's about.
Absolutely.
So we're on season 3.
Yeah, that flew by.
Episode 5. Yeah, you were just saying, have we watched this from the beginning?
Right, because I thought this was only season 2, but we must have binge watched 1 and 2, I'm guessing.
We watched 1. And then I think before season 2 started, we rewatched season 1.
Oh, that's right.
Then we watched season 2 when it aired.
Yeah, but this is one I could probably watch over and over and over again. Much like reruns of The Office. Like,
yeah,
I could go back and watch all of those seasons all over again.
Yeah, totally. And I think that leads me into, season 3.
Yeah.
Of What We Do in the Shadows, where essentially they are now part of the Vampiric Council, which is kind of the governing body over vampires, at least in that region, in the Long Island, New York metropolitan area, I guess.
Yes.
And look, I love the show, but I think season 3 so far is their weakest season.
Yeah, it's not as strong and funny as the other ones. It has some very good moments, though, and
yeah,
I could touch upon some of those highlights here, but
yeah, like for instance, when we saw the title of the new episode, the latest episode, this is episode 5 by the time we record this. It was, it essentially is about one of the vampires in a courtroom and they're a lawyer. They got the powdered wig on and everything. I'm like, oh, this is going to be brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all of maybe 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too hung up on this one particular episode. I think more worth discussion is the season so far. We're 5 episodes in. There's maybe 10. So I just think it's been kind of, nothing's really stood out, you know?
So a big shift for me that I noticed with this season is not the three main characters are there, obviously, but they're not always the focus. Like there's more focus on Guillermo. There's more focus on kind of some outside characters.
Yes.
You know, the buddy Sean and the girl at the gym and Gail.
And I get that. They're trying to expand the world a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's good.
But that Sean guy was in like 2 episodes. Like I like it when it's just a one and done, you know, kind of the stupid little baby vampire, like the college girl that was just, you know, kind of there. And now we don't see her again, you know?
You hit on a couple things that I want to expand on with those comments. I agree. I don't like the whole Sean Laszlo friendship. I don't think there's anything there. It's not that funny.
Yeah.
And there's also I disagree with you, Guillermo. Like I like that he's evolved. Like they know he's a badass.
Yeah.
Yet he's still kind of timid, but he's still kind of using that timidity to his advantage. Like in this episode, he's kind of whispering in a couple people's ears. He's, you know, testing out being a duplicitous kind of, you know, Game of Thrones character, which I kind of like. But he's not losing his non-swagger. You know, he's still Guillermo.
Yeah.
But he's kind of finding his footing.
Sure.
As far as, I miss the little baby vampire.
Stupid baby vampire.
I wish they would come back to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like they haven't because maybe the actress who plays her is on to bigger things because she's in like that impeachment show.
Oh, really?
She plays Monica Lewinsky.
She does?
I know, right? It doesn't.
What?
But anyway, so, and I think maybe what they're trying to do is fill that void with this new character from Guillermo's vampire hunting squad.
Yes.
Who got turned.
Yes.
I think they're trying to fill that hole with him.
Okay.
You know, like kind of like a new vampire, doesn't quite get the ways, and maybe he's the stupid little baby vampire.
Sure.
And the new characters, you know who's bothering me is
Who?
Kristen Schaal.
Yes.
The
guide,
I don't understand her voice plus the fake teeth is not working. Like, I can't understand her half the time.
Yeah.
And that's another overarching problem, I think, with the season. I don't know why. Maybe it's our speaker, but I'm having trouble understanding them.
No, I am with her for sure.
Okay. Sometimes, like, Nadia talks way too fast. And, you know, that accent.
Well, I think, too, like, she's, like, almost every line she delivers, she's really kind of in a hyper state.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, like, ugh.
Yeah, I wonder if there was.
So,
I wonder if there's anybody in the first 2 seasons saying, "Okay, that was great. Just slow it down a little bit. We need a little more clear diction. Couldn't quite understand everything there." Maybe not. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. I think it's just kind of how she's playing it and how it's been written this season. Maybe it's a little different.
And maybe that's why I'm not quite enjoying this season as much, because I'm not understanding everybody.
Well, and back to Kristen Schaal.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I like her in a lot of other things.
Absolutely. Yeah,
but
she's great.
This doesn't work for me either. I don't get what her point is. She's not funny in it, and the character's not really fitting. Something's just not working there.
Yeah. Speaking of Kristen Schaal, let's play a clip from the episode 5, season 3, What We Do in the Shadows. This is where they're trying to go to the Vampiric Council.
We will now be sitting as judge and jury.
You're gonna die, and you're gonna die.
Hey, as fuck! Never sneak up on a vampire like that, Guillermo.
How did you even get down here?
What do you mean? I've been down here for 20 minutes waiting for you guys.
Oh. Well, is it this way or is it that way?
I think
It's back this way.
Fucking guide.
I've been standing behind you for half an hour,
What?
silently, watching you, breathing in your scent, smelling your musk.
So, is it this way or?
Oh, no, it's back this way.
Oh, good.
Yes, you must come along, everyone.
Yeah, so it's funny, but right there, like, you could really hear she's struggling with the vampire teeth. It's this way, yes, ever.
No, it's back this way.
Oh, good.
Yes, you must come along, everyone.
I mean, can we CG in those vampires? That's a minor quibble. I just think overall, basically, it just hasn't been as snappy. You know, the casino episode, I thought was like, should have been better. I think there could have been better moments there.
Sure.
But look, I still enjoy the show.
I think I like characters like, you know, Kristen Schaal's character, and like, I like them when they're just kind of focused in one episode, like Gail was, and like.
I didn't like the Gale episode.
You didn't?
No.
Them playing kickball in the snow, that was hilarious.
I like the concept of the kickball. I don't think it was done very well.
And, you know, the whole, like, everyone thinks Nadia hates Gail.
That was good. And that clip I just played was great. Look, also, I never get tired of Nandor.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking guide.
Him at the gym was hilarious. Like, he's working out. That was hilarious. I love that.
Think as judge and jury.
Judge and jury. Like the way he draws out
Yes.
syllables.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah, easily. So there's What We Do in the Shadows, season 3, up to episode 5. Things will probably turn around, I imagine.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm going to turn the captions on so I can definitely know what's going on.
that Sean guy's kind of here to stay. He bugs me. I don't know. And that scene, like, where, you know, he gives him the spiel, it was kind of like, okay, this is really long. And, like, there's nothing else there but just him kind of eating up a whole bunch of screen time, you know?
Are you talking the casino spiel?
No,
Or the pillow?
The pillow spiel.
In the guys' room when they're watching the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that whole thing just kind of drug on for.
Just went a little long, eh?
Yeah, and I don't know. There wasn't a lot of interaction there after a certain point. It was just him giving his speech, you know?
Yeah.
And so I guess that led me to think, oh, is he kind of like Colin Robinson? Is he like a energy vampire? That's kind of where my brain went. Like, oh, look at him.
That might be the other thing.
He's given his sales pitch. Maybe he's an energy vampire.
There might be something with that. Maybe that'll come out.
Yeah.
But you think Colin Robinson would have sniffed it out? How great was that?
Well, that's another clue because he was kind of sitting there like, hey, that's my thing. This is what I do. I hog all the time and attention out of the room. You know, he was kind of looking like, what is this guy doing?
And also, we haven't seen much of Colin Robinson's, energy vampiring. You know, he's just kind of tagging along.
Yeah.
Now, this episode was good for him because how great is it? He showed up at the football game party.
Yeah.
Chips, nachos, beer, and he brings like an Agatha Christie whodunit board game.
A murder mystery game. I love it.
That's pretty
great.
Good. And then the guys play it.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So look, there's moments, definitely. Those little moments will keep me going for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just like if the other two seasons were like a 9 and a 10, this is maybe a high 6 so far.
I was going to say
me.
7. Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll still keep watching, eh?
Yeah.
Totally. JoinHoney.com/married Batman. I mean, the savings are huge with this company that's sponsoring our show.
Absolutely.
Free plugin that goes in your browser, helps you save on like thousands of stores online. And we found this one thing, like we're kind of into fitness now. We're running, walking.
We are. Can we officially say that? That means that makes it official. We're going to have to be accountable now.
Yeah, all 4 of the listeners, but we'll hold us to that. No, but and so we saw this one of these standing desks.
Yeah.
It's normally $250. It's $100 off through the Honey with the Honey plugin. That's a good deal, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it's adjustable, so if you don't want to stand, you can bring it back down, it looks like.
Sweet.
But I've always wondered about these. Like if I had an office job, you got essentially a desk job.
Yeah.
Would you want one of these?
Kinda.
Want Daddy to buy you one? Or you buy you one?
With the Honey plugin, yeah. I want that deep discount. Yeah.
I know $250 normally, like, I don't need that. But then you see the Honey discount for $150, like, okay, I might think about this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the fact that it's adjustable is cool. Like, you don't have to stand all day. You can sit.
Yeah.
It.
I mean, and like, if you're kind of, they say it's healthier to stand.
Yeah.
Than to sit. So, think about blood clotting, that whole thing.
Sure.
I mean, a lot of these offices are going to the standing desk. So
I could do my lunges while I'm working.
Yeah.
Could dance around, have a little dance party.
Yeah, let me get right on that, Rob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'll call Marcia and we'll see what we can get on the HR. But anyway, get the Join Honey plugin, the Honey plugin, joinhoney.com/married. Save a boatload of money, maybe even get healthy in the process. And you help our show out.
That's right.
Good times. This isn't the Ted Lasso podcast, but look, we do talk about Ted Lasso quite a bit because A, it's a great show, and B, people are watching it. And C, it's a great show.
Yeah, we have other stuff coming because, we talked about other stuff we got to watch still, but this is how this week went. We got to Ted Lasso again. So
I know. I mean, between kids and stuff popping up, it's like, I'm tired.
Yep.
We got to go to bed. And the fitness thing, we're getting up earlier to work out. So
yes.
Our time at night has been restricted. But you can't go wrong with some Ted Lasso. This is the episode, season 2, episode 10, No Weddings and a Funeral, where Rebecca's father passes and it's all centered around the funeral. And I thought it was a great episode, but they kind of lost me when she was doing her eulogy, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And started singing the Never Gonna Give You, the Rick Astley song.
Yeah.
I thought that was, and then everybody chimed in eventually. I just thought that was so cheesy and so hokey.
Kind of, yeah. I would agree with you there. I mean, and I thought, like, I get it. This person that plays Rebecca sings and can sing, but I don't know that you need that in every episode or every other even, Well,
I just think I thought that the way they were going to handle it is she's going to start quoting from the song and then kind of use that as a springboard, instead of actually singing the song, which is where it ended up. I thought she'd be like, never going to give you up, never going to let you down. Not just like words by an 80s singer, but words that we should all live by my dad kind of believed that, kind of go down that road and then maybe come back to the song to close out her little eulogy.
I don't know. I mean, I think she was just kind of in a predicament where she couldn't think of anything to say.
I guess so.
I
guess.
So I don't know. You deal with that the best way you can, I guess.
Yeah. You know who I want to see more of? I want to see more of Stinky.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca's buddy.
Sass, yeah.
Yeah. And I like the dynamic with her and Rebecca, and also with her.
Stinky is Rebecca, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's Sass.
Sass, sorry. The brunette friend.
Yes.
I think we'll see more of her because it looks like her and Ted are
her and Ted already hooked up. I think they should keep hooking up because that's pretty sweet.
Up. Yeah. So maybe that'll be his rebound,
Yeah.
But
what'd you think about the Keely Jones? It has 2 suitors.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jamie came up to her, essentially putting himself out there saying,
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Well, we've already spoiled a couple things.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's your spoiler alert for the No Weddings and a Funeral episode of Ted Lasso. Jamie comes up after the funeral, tells Keely, like, look, I've changed. I want to be with you.
He loves her.
I love you.
Oh.
And he feels like he's changed and finally found some solace or peace or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he says, I love you. And then he walks away. And then Roy comes up and says, I'm sorry for whatever I did today. And I love you. Da, 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 da. So there's Keely like, but I think that's a no brainer. Like, Roy's the guy. Right. I get that she had a history with Jamie, but she knows what she's got in Roy Kent. She knows he's a good guy. And I think she's too smart, the character, to be like, you know what? Jamie's changed. I'm taking him back.
Sure.
I think she is too smart to realize she has a good thing with Roy Kent.
I think Keely is a confident girl who knows, like, you weren't good to me when you had me, so you don't get me again, I think she kind of has that confidence, like, nah, sorry.
Yeah.
I've moved on, and you should too,
Right.
I hope that's what happens. I hope she and Roy get married and have babies.
I know, but like,
I know.
It's kind of like doctors are the worst at taking medical advice. Somebody who knows how to give out romantic advice, and she's been good about kind of advising people here and there on little things. Like Nate comes to mind. She helped him out find his balls to get that good table at the restaurant.
Sure.
She's still susceptible to, like,
yeah.
Oh, Jamie, he's changed finally.
Sure. They've kind of planted that seed there. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe.
I hope she doesn't. I hope she stays with Roy.
I hope so, too, because I don't think Roy will ever forgive her.
Yeah. I don't think the longevity of Jamie Tart is there.
I don't think so either.
I don't think as far as a character, I don't think he's adds much to the show anymore.
Same.
He was good as kind of a cocky prick.
Sure.
Who had flashes of being a nice guy, but
sure.
Now he's kind of boring.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, it's a good episode. I just thought the Rick Astley singing eulogy was just so hokey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this show's been pretty good about not crossing that line. Between the Christmas episode and this, I think we've crossed that line a couple times.
A little bit, yeah.
So, you
All
know.
right. Well, we still love it, though.
Still love it. Still a great show. Still just a nice, cozy blanket of a show. And I know that probably sounds cliche, but it's true.
Yep.
Anything else on that Ted Lasso?
You get a little bit of Ted's backstory. He talks about his father's death.
Yeah. That was almost tear-inducing on my part.
Yeah. Yep. It was a very heartfelt moment and stuff that he shared about himself with Sharon. So. And
I'm glad you brought that up because to me, Jason Sudeikis has been just Jason Sudeikis. He's been fine. Like in Horrible Bosses, he's great.
Sure.
But he's not doing anything different than just Jason Sudeikis. But this one, I thought he was really bringing the acting chops in. When he's getting down and dirty. Because he wasn't just like, I'm crying and my dad killed himself and I'm crying. There was some nuance there.
Sure. Yeah, no, I thought it was a very good performance.
Yeah, and I see why he won an Emmy.
But I do disagree with the first part of your statement that he's just himself. Because I don't know. This character's a little different.
No,
so
no, you're right.
he brings a little something more to it.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
It's almost like more positive than he is.
And you're absolutely right. Let me rephrase it. This show, he's completely different.
Okay.
And not just because of the accent.
Okay.
But
yeah.
anything else he's been in, it's been Jason Sudeikis.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying.
But this one, and he was doing great as Ted Lasso, but this moment in this show is really where I felt like, okay, he's an actor now.
yeah. Yeah, that was
like,
really good.
Somebody did their acting school exercises at home.
Sure.
But Ted Lasso, still a good show. Should definitely check it out if you haven't. It's on Apple TV Plus. And hopefully we get to some other Apple TV Plus shows come up here. Some big sci-fi thing we're trying to get through.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
All right, until next time, it's a Married with Channels podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Go to joinhoney.com/married. That helps us out. Subscribing helps us out. Giving us reviews on your podcast provider. That's always good.
Share. Tell your friends.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm Moose.
And I'm Jody.
We'll see ya.
Bye.